Hello, hello, hello. I am Naomi's Light. How are y'all doing? Um, I have no clue on why God has sent me this way, but I'm definitely going to give him all honors right now because he's working in my life. So I guess I'm here to share with you the workings as they happen. So a little bit of background on myself. I'm just trying to tell people that I'm live right now. So anyway, just getting to learn a little about me. Like I said, I am Naomi's Light. I'm a spiritual healer, Reiki master, herbalist, Marine Corps vet, mom of 5, wife. And I've been on my spiritual journey now. I always say 4 years because 4 years ago is when I really noticed that I was starting my spiritual journey. So right now I'm at 4 years that way. But if I really think about it, I've always been a spiritual being because we all are, right? Well, my beginning started when I was, about 4? And I saw my granny, and she had just died, and I seen her. And from that point on, I've been blessed with gifts that I was told to hide. So now I'm not hiding my gifts anymore. I am actually here, and I'm actually showing the world what gifts I have. And it's kind of freaking my immediate family out a little bit, but that's okay. I have to be who I was called to be. I can't be anybody but me. So this is the transformation that I'm going through right now. Really coming out and saying, I'm a sage. I've shut down a lot of different things about me, but like I said, they're all starting to wake up now. I've always been a healer. I've always had that spirit. People always come and talk to me, and I've just always been that listening ear, and I've always been able to take away some of their pain or give them understanding. And I never understood how or why I was able to do that being younger than most people that came to talk to me. But now I'm seeing that I'm the older of the people, and they come and talk to me because of the wisdom that I have, the knowledge that I came into, and the being that I'm becoming. There's so much to the story, but like I said, this is going to be the start of my blog, so you guys will be seeing me more often. Hopefully I'll get more subscribers that are somewhat going through the transformation themselves or need help getting through their transformation, because whatever I know, I'm here to supply and help others get through their mishaps. That's what I would like to say. I hate that word block, because I don't really believe that you're blocked. I just believe that you're resisting your calling. As to why this is called being called. Okay? When you're called to do something, it's going to be uncomfortable. Do you know how long it took me to come here and do this? I've been talking about doing a live like this, oh my goodness, for months. I have so many people that can tell you, yeah, she's been saying she's going live on YouTube. Well, it's been months because of not knowing who I am. Gotta be honest with yourself, right? That's all about the healing. When you're honest with yourself, when you can actually see your faults or see your mistakes and be able to admit them, be able to recognize them, admit them, let them go for good. You know what I mean? So you got to work through those things. So being able to see them and work through them and let them go are the steps. And I know a lot of people talk about meditation. She said, I know for sure 6 months. Hey, see? That's why, a lot of times I talk about doing meditations, and people think that meditations has to do with speaking to God. And I'm like, no. Prayer is speaking to God. Meditation is finding yourself. Ooh, that's a big one. Okay, so prayer is asking, meditation is listening, being able to listen. And a lot of people want to tell you, oh, you have to clear your mind. No, you're listening to your mind so that you can see what your mind is thinking, so that you can grasp it, and so that you can work through those feelings, thoughts, process. You know what I'm saying? So when your mind is racing, you're like, oh my God, I'm just trying to clear my mind. I'm just trying to think about just one thing. No, let your mind see what it sees. Let your mind feel what you feel while you're seeing what you're seeing, so that you can process it and you can work through it. This is what they call a flow. When you sit up here and you say, oh, I got to let it go, I got to let it go, that's your resistance. Or sometimes when somebody says something to you and it sticks to you and it hurts you and you push it down, that's your resistance. And that stuff never goes away when you push it down. It just gets hidden and covered over. So we really want to work on, when we feel those things come up in us, to learn how to let it go. Right then, that's the key. You don't hold on to it. You don't stuff it. You learn how to feel it and let that shit go right then. Because if you don't, this is when the problems start. Believe me, I'm working through a whole relationship with this. That's the first time I came out in public and said it. But yes, it's a whole relationship with this. And seeing the cycles that you repeat over and over again because you stuff stuff. Yeah. So I know I talked a lot, but I do want to, I usually start off when I'm on other platforms. I usually start off with a prayer, but today I just started off just getting into who I was and letting you know what I'm here to accomplish in, these couple of series that I'll be having going on. And it's going to be the Be Called series. Because I think everybody needs a little bit of insights to somebody else to know that they're okay. They're not going crazy. They're not losing their mind. They're just having an awakening. And somebody that's not going to just give them love and light. Somebody that's really going to give them some insight to how to get through these tough times. And I hate to say tough times, but shoot, when you're going through an awakening to the magnitude of learning more complicated gifts. And when I say gifts, I mean, okay, so like I said, I'm a spiritual healer, so I'm a Reiki master, right? So that gives me the gift of healing, the gift of understanding, the gift of being compassionate. Couple of other gifts that go with that is the intuitive gift, knowing, feeling enough to know, and actually being able to feel other people's pain to know what I need to do in order to help that person heal themselves. Because I don't heal anybody. I'm a vehicle for the healing. God chose me to be able to teach people how to heal themselves, and not just heal themselves, but then they can go on to heal others. And those are the levels of Reiki. But not just with that, I don't just think about the Reiki. I think about it as a healing modality that Jesus walked with. He taught us, he walked with us, and he died for us to know how to do that for ourselves. Okay. So there's a lot that goes into what I do, and I don't know how to really explain it. So you guys have to just watch me and see. And that's why I also tell everybody about my website. But before we get into all of that, like I said, let's open up with a little bit of a prayer. Okay. So the first thing I like for people to do is get centered, really feeling their heart chakra opening, so that they can be open to receive. So first thing I want you to do is I want you to take your 3 deep breaths. The first deep breath is going to be the love that you have for yourself. And then exhaling the negativity that you feel about yourself. Second is breathing in the love that you have for your family. And then breathing out the negativity that you feel about your family. The third is going to be breathing in the love that you feel for the world, all the surrounding things of the universe. And then breathing out all the negativity that you feel about the world. Thank you, Father God, Goddess, Abba, Allah, Buddha, Teo, Higher Power, Almighty, whatever it is that you speak to the higher realm, I ask them to be with us. As I sit here today, in this time, space, and reality, I ask that you shine down your white ray of light upon us, from our crowns of our heads down to the tips and toes of our feet. Also allowing us to ground our cords that extend from our tailbones to allow the earth to the root from the soles of our feet, also extending the roots down into Mother Gaia. As we imagine all these negative energies that were building up in us to go down these cords in the roots to the center of the earth, to be disposed and to be transmuted, to be used as fuel of positivity, to help return all the positive aspects to earth and its people, its being. Allow all of the golden light to come back up through the earth into the soles of our feet, into our ankles, into our calves, into our thighs, into our pelvic areas where we have now the root chakra, where we lie and where we start. Strengthen my tongue that I may speak everything that needs to be spoken to every single person that hears my sound of my voice, and that will spark all love to all generations from the past, the present, and the future. Now we're going to call in our spirit team. I ask that God send down our guardian angels, our archangels, our spirit guides, and our spirit animals to come into this place and serve as a layer of protection. I ask that our ancestors that are here for our highest good also come down and be a part of the knowledge and the wisdom that God is bestowing upon us. I ask that Archangel Michael stand before us for our final layer of protection. Archangel Raphael stand to our left for our healing. Archangel Uriel stand behind us for our wisdom. And Archangel Haniel stand to our right for our feminine power. At this time, you can call in your specific spirit team to help you and guide you along this way and to give us the knowledge that we so desire and encourage. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen, Ashe, Namaste, so it be, and it is so. Thank you, thank you, thank you for allowing me to open up in prayer. That felt good. I feel a little bit of lightening just in the throat chakra. So now I'm able to relax because the heart has opened and my solar plexus is on point. These are things that we will be talking about in future episodes. I just wanted to open it up with that. Now, getting back to the being called, now that I'm, okay, but getting back to the being called as a sage. Okay, a sage, I don't know if everybody knows what a sage is, but a sage actually does exactly what I say, but they do it in a different capacity. Okay, I use cards right now, but soon I'll be able to do it without the cards, even better than I am able to do it now. I'll be able to look into future happenings, which is already kind of happening. So it kind of like frightens me because I can see what's happening in the future. I don't even know how to explain it. When a person comes to me, put it like that, when a person comes to me and I'm doing a card read for them, okay, or I'm doing a healing for them, when they come to me in broken pieces. And by the end of the session or by the end of the read, I will have put all those pieces together and know the story of where they came from, where they are now, and where they will be in the future. So it's like, wow, on so many levels. And it kind of scares me. I'm not going to lie. But the good thing about being scared about it is I want to know more. It's exciting, and I'm just at the point where the excitement builds so much that it's just like, how do I convey this to people that I'm able to do this? So I turned to TikTok. Oh boy, turning to TikTok, I think was like the best decision to do, or that I've made, because it allowed me to be open and it allowed me to show other people how to become open and how to be able to trust other people again. So that right there kind of makes my heart skip a jump, you know what I mean? Or skip a beat. I don't know. I'm just at that point in my life where it's just a crazy series of events. When I say crazy, I mean amazingly crazy, something that you wouldn't really believe that would happen to you. Things like that. That's what's happening in my life right now. And it's just so cool. And I get to share that on my TikTok app. So now I guess God has now said, you know what? Since you're making a splash there, let's move you over to here. So here I am at YouTube, not knowing exactly what to do with YouTube because there's so many tarot readers out here that are doing things, but I don't think anybody does it like I do. I'm doing it a little bit different. I'm shaking up the atmosphere. I'm not doing zodiac signs and I'm not doing love readings. And, I do what we call general energetic readings. So the cards that I choose or the cards that come up that are chosen for you as we do a session, they come out and they have color, and the colors correlate to the chakras. So I know what chakras we're working in, and I know the energy that you're protruding to me, and I take that and I feel into it. Therefore, I can feel your emotions. I can feel your pain. I can feel the anguish. I can feel the desire. Okay. I can feel guilt. I can feel a whole lot of different things. So I can really paint you a story. But on TikTok, I really don't go that deep. But on a regular session, I do. And you can find those regular sessions right there. Okay, so you can get readings, you can get Reiki sessions. But at the same token, when you're on TikTok, the whole collective is in the room with us. So it's not just are you getting fed your information, but other people are getting fed information at the same time, because there's a healing going on, there's love being sent, and there's readings. And all readings, even though some people pay for the readings and other people just sit in the background and watch the readings, even though that is happening, everybody is getting messages. I've seen that in my live a couple of times where I'm reading somebody else and then I get a text message or I get a DM from somebody else that was in the audience that says, when you were talking about this person, this, and this, I received it. It resonated with me. And sometimes even in the live, you get some people that resonate. So that's something that I'm working on, and I'm trying to bring it to YouTube, but I have no clue on how that's going to work because there's no interaction here on YouTube yet. So I'm really, really, really starting to just do the blog. And then as you guys get to know me, I'll start posting those kind of things. But other than that, this is what the blog is. This is what I'm feeling that's going to come into fruition for Naomi's Light. That delectable. I can't even talk right now. Delectables 77. So, with that being said, I appreciate everybody that checks out my video and everybody that responds in the comments. I will try to definitely respond back to you guys. If there's anything that y'all would like to learn about, like I said, I'm a herbologist. I'll be putting some stuff up in other categories about that. We'll have healing sessions. There's a couple other things that are coming down the pipeline. I know that tomorrow is the full moon, and this is going to be one of 2 full moons that is happening in this season. Okay, so this is going to be cool as all get out. Leo season has 2 full moons in it. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be cool. So the next full moon will be on the 22nd of August. So from the 23rd of July until the 22nd of August is what we're calling an energetic highway. Okay, so this is the energetic highway of the cosmos. Anything that you want at this point in time, it's time to get on the ball and start working your magic and using this time frame to really put it out there. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm here today, because I'll probably post something tomorrow, like a meditation, just to get us started, to get us moving into this energy. And probably every other day from then, I'll post something so that I'm here and it will be an accountability for me, not just for an accountability, but so that you guys can see me and we can get this party started, because I'm so ready. I'm so excited of what God has planned for all of us, not just myself. I know that this is a catalyst for a lot more people to be able to open up and show people their gifts. And it's not always all about the tarot, even though that's what brings people in. But it's so much more. It's so much more. And I'm so excited for it. So like I said, if you guys have any questions, please put them in the comment and I will get to them. I'm really good at answering stuff from TikTok. So I know how to answer comments now on YouTube. So I will definitely be doing that in the near future when I get questions in. But this was just like an introductory, letting you know who I am, what I do, how I do it. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull a card. This is my new deck that I just got. So I'm learning my deck. Okay. So what I do as I'm learning my deck is I pull cards for the audience. I pull just one card for the audience, and then I'll read them what it says. I'll let them see the card. I'll read them what it says. And then, that helps me get to know the cards so that I won't have to read them anymore. And then I'll be able to put my own intuition into it. So that's how I do cards. I don't know how everybody else does cards. And this one just stuck right up. That one just stuck right up. So we're going to take that card out. Oh my goodness. I get this card every time I pull, it seems. Okay, so the first card is making a choice. And if you see it, there you go. If you see it, you see that it has two doors. One door is filled with the white, or the white and yellow, you want to say, and the other one is filled with the purple and the pink. So you're either going to go with your connection or you're going to go with your dreams. But to me, because you have the walkways that separate them, but one walkway brings them together. So for me, it means that they really go hand in hand. It doesn't matter which one you choose first, but you do have to make a choice and start working those steps. Okay, so if you're going to do the choice to go with your dreams, then that means whatever your dreams are, whatever your hopes and aspirations are, you need to start stepping in that direction. Start doing the things that you need to do for that. And when I say hopes, dreams, and aspirations, that could be maybe you're wanting to start a family. Well, how do you start a family? Okay, you have to find a mate. If you're a female, you don't find a mate. You prepare yourself for a mate. Ooh, yeah, that hit a lot of stuff, right? If you're a male, you're also preparing yourself to find your mate. But at the same time, you have to heal yourself from dealing with other mates that didn't meet up to your standard that you're looking for. Okay? If you're going the way of the white, your connection to spirit, that's where you have to learn yourself. Both ways you're learning yourself, right? But this way you're learning yourself to a point that you know how to recognize what we talked about a little bit earlier, recognizing when you're being triggered and how to stop the trigger right then and there, or how to not stop it, but how to let it flow so that it doesn't stick. That's what we're going to do. We're going to learn how to let it flow without letting it stick. So those are the two choices that you have to make. But like I said, either way you look at it, they come full circle. You got to learn them both. You got to pick both. But today, you got to choose which one you want to work on first. Okay? So hopefully that gave somebody some insight as to what it is you're working with and when you're working with it and how. That's my intuition. So let's see what the book says for the card. Okay, so that was card number 30. If you're into numbers, you will look up 30 and see what that means. Okay, it says, making a choice. You're required to come to a decision now. You're faced with a dilemma or a fork in the road and must make a conscious choice regarding the next right action. Whatever the choice is, you must take responsibility for it, yet you needn't be afraid. You may not have all the answers right now, but the way ahead can't be known until you've embarked and traveled a few steps. Trust your intuition. Ask for a sign from spirit, and you will be led to the right path. If you remain conscious and aware, your choice will be the right one at this time. Life is always about learning. Success lies in choosing consciously, guided by intuition and spirit. I think I kind of hit that one on the head, don't you think? So hold on, wait a minute. I'm looking at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so look, this one, this one was number 30. Do y'all see that? This one's number 30. The bottom of the deck, number 29. Come to life, or coming to life. Coming to life. I'm going to put it over here for a minute. Okay. Do you see how beautiful and graceful she looks? And what are we talking about? Being called, coming into your being. Jeez Louise, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. Okay. I wish I could make it so that you guys can see it without the glare. Okay. So looking at it, we have, like I said, we have almost all the colors, but the way they come in together, they're so beautiful. At the top, we have the blue, and then we have the purple, and then we have it going radiating into the pink and into the orange, and we have a little bit of the red. We have the black and the yellow butterfly. Her standing there gracefully. If you see right here on her arm, she has a little bit of that teal color. Okay, so we have a little bit of the healing. Then up in her face also, we have a little bit of the teal. So like I'm saying, these are so colorful that they're very easy to use as chakra cards. But we know that we're working in all of our chakras. Okay, so that is beautiful in itself. So let's see. Coming to life, like I said, that new transformation that you're stepping through, seeing yourself as that person that you've been dreaming yourself as. Okay. I really feel that the dreams that you've been seeing yourself, and you've been seeing your business blossom, and you've been seeing your relationship blossom, and you've been seeing your family blossom, and you see yourself sitting amongst all of that. When you look at yourself and you see yourself sitting amongst all of that, I bet you don't see the same person that's sitting in front of your mirror right now. You see somebody that's more evolved, more translucent. Okay. When I say translucent, more transparent, should I say, somebody who steps into their power, knowing who they are, developing themselves, developing their gifts, developing their children's gifts. Let's not forget about that. Okay. That just came to me. You got to develop these children's gifts. And that's something that I have been lacking on. So I know that was not for anybody else. It was for me. Okay, if it wasn't for anybody else, I knew that was for me, because I have not been exercising their gifts like I should. So that's something that I have to put into play. Everybody's learning something, right? Let's see what number 29 says. 29, coming to life, something beautiful is being born in your life. When you look at your life, can you see how you've grown and developed over time? Perhaps you've shed skin and identities and created new ones, or at the very least, matured in your ideas about yourself and the world you inhabit. You know things take time, and Spirit's timetable is rare in sync. Sorry, let me back up. And Spirit's timetable is rarely in sync with your own. This card indicates that long-held dreams is beginning to show signs of life. You must try not to coerce it along or shape it according to your desires. Spirit knows the best form of manifestation of this dream, and your life can become even better than you could possibly imagine. Now is the time for reverence and awe. Allow the contours of your path to be carved by the hand of the divine. All you have to do is show up. I so love that. All you have to do is show up. All you have to do is show up. Make your decision and then show up. It seems like it's so simple, right? It is just that simple. I'm so just like out of sorts. That is just like so where I need to be right now. And it's funny. So hopefully that helps anybody that needed to hear that today, and give you some hope about what you have going on in the future. I'm at 34 minutes. I think that's long enough for an introductory again, or a reintroduction, since I already have one up. But like I said, you can catch me here. You scrolling on the bottom. If you want a session, any healing or reading, there's also initial consultation if you just want to chat for 15 minutes. When I say 15 minutes, I'm setting a timer. Okay? 15 minutes is free. Other than that, y'all gotta pay. I love y'all. Thank y'all for spending time with me. I usually do a closing prayer. So real quick, we are going to use the Christian prayer deck. Pick a prayer and then let everybody, spirit family helping us out here, let them go back to where they came from. Oh, it jumped out of the deck, so we're going to use that one. Oh, 2 of them are in the deck. Okay. Like how that goes. Use those 2. Okay, so everybody can just take a deep breath and blow out. To you, O God, we turned for peace, but grant us, too, the blessed assurance that nothing shall deprive us of that peace, neither ourselves nor our foolish earthly desires. Let us with a gladsome mind praise you and know that you are kind and know that you are merciful and shall endure, ever faithful and ever sure. Oh, I like that. Amen. Amen. I like the way that flowed together. It was just 2 cards. That exactly what was written on there is exactly what I said, and they flowed together so nicely. So amen, ashe, namaste. On that note, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. I'm Naomi's Light, and I'm out.